Okay, so hello and welcome to yet another Gaming Masters video. Now, this is going to be different compared to all of my other E3 2015 rundowns. But for the first episode, because it was late at night and I really want to get this out as quick as possible, I'm going to just talk you through what it says on a news website and leave the link to the press conference down below in the description. So, Bethesda had their conference yesterday at about, well, for the UK it was 3 AM this morning, and I tried to stay up for as long as possible, and I managed to last until about an hour into the conference, and then for some reason just decided to fall asleep. Anyway, they have announced Fallout 4, and they've revealed actual gameplay, and it's releasing on the 10th of November of this year. They've been talking about Doom 4, Dishonored 2, and they've talked about quite a lot of interesting stuff. Now, first of all, Doom will be released later on this spring, well, next spring. They still haven't given much information about the beta, and it's a real shame that they haven't done anything to do with the beta yet, because if you got Wolfenstein, you got access to the Doom beta, but there's still not been anything to do with the Doom beta at all, as far as I'm aware. They've also talked about Battlecry, which is in a closed alpha. It looks actually really interesting. It's a shooter game that actually seems fairly online focused and competitive, and it's not your CS:GO, but it still looks fairly interesting. Now, Dishonored 2 will be released next year, but Dishonored will be having a definitive edition this August for PS4 and Xbox One. Another Elder Scrolls has been announced. I was quite surprised, bearing in mind Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited was only released last week. So that seems fairly interesting that they've already announced the 6th one. So why the 5th one was released for next gen, and within a week they announced the 6th one. That I find fairly odd. I don't know why they've done that, but that's what they've done. Now, the game that everybody has been talking about is Fallout 4, and they've shown gameplay customization. They've done quite a lot of interesting, quite a big hype build for this brand new game that will be out this year on the 10th of November. They've also released Fallout Shelter, which is an iPad game that's out right now, and they've also brought like the collector's edition kind of watch thing that you can see here, and I think that's the mobile game. It's a Pip-Boy app, and then the Fallout Shelter game has been released now. Don't see anything much about that on here, but sorry for having this as a slightly different summary of why is that load. I didn't ask it to load. It's a different release kind of like video for the showcase summary. I don't usually do it like this, and don't worry, all the other ones will be my normal, but I wanted to get this out as soon as possible. So there's been a lot of trailers released so far. There's been actually fairly good sales for the Elder Scrolls Online for Xbox One and PS4. Gameplay customization for Fallout 4. And yeah, it seems fairly interesting. We'll just have to wait and see for what else happens with Microsoft, EA, Square Enix, and Sony's conferences over the next 24 hours. So yeah, do stay tuned to the channel. I'll have proper summaries of everything going on to do with E3 coming out the rest of this week. And yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, follow, and of course, as always, subscribe. It's very much appreciated, and I shall see you in the next video.